G'day my YouTube friends, how's everyone going? My name's Caroline and this is my weekly wrap up. Alright, as you know, you guys have been patiently waiting. Thank you. Last weekend, I did the Hublander. I took your advice. You all said, just spend the money, buy the ticket, go and enjoy yourself. So that's exactly what I did. So thank you very much. I went and I bought the ticket. I went to the convention and it was so good. Pros and cons with everything. A major con was the guy I was specifically going for. Unfortunately, the actor David Berry, who plays Lord John Grey, got COVID and he couldn't go, and I was crushed. Like the night before, there was an announcement that he wasn't going to be there, and you should have seen my little frown, and my heart just sunk. But at the end of the day, the poor guy's going through COVID. Let's just hope that he's okay, and that's the main thing, you know. Obviously we all want to see these actors and do all that, but like, you know, at the end of the day, health and happiness, and I hope he's recovered okay. And hopefully next time he will be there and I'll just have to go next time. It's just an excuse to go next time if they ever come back. But it was great. So as you can see, I did purchase a little tote bag which says Fraser's Ridge, North Carolina. Like, I mean, if that wasn't a sign. Established 1767. So if you've watched the show, you know that this is where they might currently be or not. I'm not, you know, I'm trying to keep this spoiler free, but unfortunately I am going to be talking a bit about Outlander. So I'm going to try not to say any spoilers or anything, but you know, just by mentioning a few people, it might be a spoiler if you've not watched it. So I don't know, if you might not want to watch this and just come back after you've watched the show. I don't know, it's up to you. But yeah, the day started off, it's held in the Sydney University. It was in an auditorium there. What I was expecting, and this is a con, so I was expecting to rock up there, there'd be lots of stalls, lots of markets, like an Etsy's dream to be there with lots of stalls, lots of knitted things, handmade things. Like I was thinking, you know, tartan scarves, like I was just expecting a lot of stalls. There were two tiny, teeny little stalls. A lady, which is where I bought this one from, was selling like the LP, the vinyl soundtrack. They were selling a knitting craft Outlander inspired book. They were selling, I'm trying to think what else I saw. It wasn't much. It was like one little fold up table. I was just a bit disappointed for that. Like I was expecting there to be a bit more like a convention and have a few stalls. Wasn't like that at all. And then I thought, you know, if we got there early enough, we might see the actors, because the first initial, like the schedule that they gave us, that they were going to be doing the photographs first before the panel talks. And I thought that there would be a bit more open, so we would be able to see them at least from a distance, taking photos with people, with the fans, because that was an additional cost, by the way, and I didn't get that. I didn't want to spend $200 a person or whatever it was to get a photograph done, so I didn't bother. But yeah, there was obviously a lineup of people wanting to get that done. And unfortunately, I thought we would be able to at least sit back and just kind of watch people get photos with these actors, but it was all behind closed doors. So for 2.5 hours, we had to kind of just twiddle our thumbs because there was nothing to look at, nothing to do. So we just went for a bit of a walk around the university, which is really, it's a beautiful university, by the way, if you've ever gone to Sydney University. So there was, you know, we just went for a bit of a walk, stretched the legs, because we knew we would be sitting down for a while anyway. Afterwards to do the panel, and you know me, at the moment I'm wanting to get my steps up with my Fitbit, so it was a great day for my steps. So then after all that, after having lunch, we finally got into the panels. We went in and the first speaker was the actor who plays William, which is Jamie Fraser's son. Now, wasn't he just a delight? Now, unfortunately, they were strict on no filming. I tried to get a tiny little bit. They allowed you to take photographs for the first 5 minutes. So I have got photographs, which I know I'm popping up on the screen right now. But in terms of videos and I couldn't really record anything, but William, the actor that played William, which I think his name's Charles Vandervolt or something like that, he was such a delight. He so charismatic and just so funny and felt Canadian. He was amazing, and not that they were able to give any spoilers or anything, they just more spoke about their own experiences on the show. They obviously weren't allowed to say anything about spoilers or anything like that, but he was quite funny. And then at the end of every single speaker, and they weren't out all at once, they had their own sessions. At the end of every speaker, they were trying to raise money for some type of GoFundMe of a local person that hasn't had an issue or something. So what they did is they gave these actors t-shirts and they drew something on it, and then they auctioned off those t-shirts straight after the person spoke, and they were wearing them, and then they would literally take them off their back. They were still wearing their undershirt, don't worry, but they would take them off their back and give it to the person who won. Now, he's been the first one. No one was sure if it was going to go for like $50 or if it was going to go for more. He's actually went for $1,000. He was shocked. He was going, stop. These women, my gosh, they were just bidding like crazy. I didn't bid on any of them because unfortunately I didn't have, I don't have thousands of dollars just wanting to spend on something like that, but it was all going for a great cause, so I'm glad someone felt inclined to bid. So then next up was supposed to be, and by the way, Lord John Grey, the actor, David Berry, was supposed to be with William, but didn't because obviously he has COVID. Then the next session was with Murta and young Ian, and the real names for the life of me have just evaporated out of my mind. So these two actors, they were on together next. Now, young Ian, the actor, he is just, and I give finger snaps because he is like that, and he was giving off that energy, and he was so happy, and he's so flamboyant, so out there. What a personality he is. He was having us all in stitches with his vibrant personality, and he's just a beautiful, beautiful soul. And Murta is quite a reserved person, so those two together was quite funny, but you could tell that they were friends and they've been friends for a while. Amazing. And then those shirts, young Ian's went for I think $5.50, but oh my gosh, Murta's, the actors, he actually had the best t-shirt design. He drew his wanted poster from the TV show, and he's quite an artist, so it was quite an impressive design. His shirt went for $3,000. The whole crowd was going wild. It was intense. It was a party. It was a place to be, let me tell you. The women were really showing up, and the men. There were men there too. Sorry, I shouldn't exclude the men. Then, of course, we were all waiting for the main event, which of course is Jamie. So Jamie was the last one, and he came on with his like manager or something. So they were kind of feeding off each other with a bit of banter and that, and it was really quite fun. And just seeing him in person, he's such how do I say, he's very easy on the eye. Let's just say very easy on the eye. He's very fit looking. He's also got his fitness thing going on. Like I think he's got some type of app. But yeah, it's amazing, and we really had a good time. But if I had to say the best, most interesting panel were young Ian and Williams. Jamie was good, don't get me wrong, but he was the least interesting out of all of them, and we couldn't believe it. We just he was the most, obviously, what everyone wanted to see, but in terms of like interesting stories, talking about the show as much, he was talking about more his own self, not in a bad way, but he was just talking about the things that he does in his personal life, like with his businesses and his whiskey and all of that, whereas these guys were talking more about the show and stuff, which was, I think, more enjoyable and more what we were there for. But yeah, it was still great. And then Jamie's t-shirt went for $5,500. It was insane, the bidding. These women, Oh my gosh, I can't, again, and men, sorry, but there were women, the women were were bidding, and the person who won who bidded $5,500, you could see her husband was next to her, and he was like stressing, you could tell, and we were all laughing. It was a vibe. It was awesome. So the ticket, $200. This bag, can you believe it cost $25? Do I think it's worth $25? No, it's quite cheap feeling, but when in Rome, so I wanted to walk away with something, you know, so I've got the ticket in the bag. I was hoping for like a little badge or a lanyard or a key ring or something that had Hublander on it, but unfortunately nothing. And then in the terms of the photos and stuff that I've shown you guys, unfortunately that was the best I was able to take, or I've maybe found someone's online that might have better photos, so I've just snuck them in here, so yeah, so I can show you guys. I did see the day before, which was a 40-degree day here in Australia, which is hot, that the cast, obviously minus Sir John Gray, they all went up to the harbour bridge and they did the harbour climb, the bridge climb. So I've done that myself, and that is not a small task. It's big. Your legs, your quads get a workout, and to do that on such a hot day, amazing. Props off to them. So that's that. So I had a really good time, and then straight afterwards they went down to Melbourne straight away. So they must have ended, I reckon, at around 6 p.m. They must have hopped on a flight and then gone straight to Melbourne, and then to start again early hours of the morning the next day, which is amazing, you know, awesome. But I have to take out the money for that, plus some other things, but hopefully that's been an okay catch up of the day. Like, it was just really interesting to hear how, you know, people were asking questions like, you know, what's it like to film? Do you guys practice, you know, the stunts and all that? And so they were answering those kind of questions. I think they were going to start filming season 8 pretty soon. Like, they've got to go back to Scotland and start filming, which is awesome. So that means that's going to come, because we're still waiting on part 2 of season 7. So once that's been aired, they're going to start filming. And they also mentioned, of course, the prequel series, Blood of My Blood, which is starting to be cast. I do follow them on Facebook and stuff like that, so I did see that some people have already been cast for certain characters. So yeah, I'm really excited to see that. Obviously it's not going to be the same, but you know, different's good too, and I can't wait to see what they do with the prequel series. So $250 is going to come out of the Outlander challenge, which when I started that challenge, I never thought that I would be spending the money on something like this. So that's been great. $200 for the ticket, $25 for the bag, and $25 for lunch. And that's not even including the petrol and stuff, but that will just come out of my weekly expenses. But I was expecting to spend more money because I was expecting there to be heaps of stalls and everything, but there wasn't. So I was really, I guess, thankful that there wasn't any. But at the same time, I just feel like missed opportunity, guys. Missed opportunity. So that's not all. As you know, I have to take out some money for my tinting. So we'll go straight to car, and we'll have to take out $700. So today is, what are we? Are we like the 3rd, I think? First, second, yeah, I think we're the 3rd. So let's go minus, oh, I went 200. It is, what do I need? I need 700. So let's just do it like that. So we're going to go 1,300 left by rights. So let's take out these 50s. So 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 57. Perfect. And then I'm left with 1,300, which at least is still enough. So my next bill that I do have is in August, and that's $100, September 650. So I have enough to cover that. I'm pretty sure most of the time I'm ahead right now, but with this last tinting issue that I was not expecting, that's probably seen me fall behind. So I've got to make sure that I continue to add to my car binder, my envelope, sorry. And then I haven't spent any other money. So that's a positive. But my gosh, I am going to frame this. I'm so stoked that I was able to go. I'm heartbroken that I wasn't able to see my one true love. I'm kidding. But yeah, hopefully next time if they come back out, I'll be able to see if they even do this again. I don't know if this is a one-off thing. So we've got 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 59, 9, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 59, 950. So just shy of $1,000 is coming out of the binders, which is, ugh. But I do not regret spending that money on Outlander, and thank you very much to you guys who have pushed me to do it, because I'm really glad that I did that. I'm really glad that I was able to do that, and it's like a once in a lifetime thing, because I doubt they'll be back, especially if this is going to be the last season, you know, season 8. So I doubt that they'll ever come back as a group together like this. So I was glad that I did that. So Pepsi cheers to you all. Happy Sunday. I hope wherever you are, you've had a great weekend, and here's to a new week starting tomorrow. So take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Bye.